The Seven are returning, but it's been 3 long years since we last saw them. So in this video, I'm going to be recapping the lore of the Seven in chronological order, starting from their origins to present day. The Seven story begins with the Imagined Order. We're still unclear how the Seven formed, but the most common theory is that the Seven were kidnapped by the Imagined Order, and when they escaped the loop by winning a match, they wanted revenge and formed the Seven. At the end of Chapter 1, Season 3, a meteor appeared in the sky. 1 season later, it crashed into Dusty Depot, making Dusty Divot. The meteor opened, and inside the meteor was the Visitor. He made his way to the villain lair, which had the rocket he needed to escape from Reality Zero. Once he reached the rocket, he launched it and started rifting around the island. At the end of the event, he opened a sideways rift and left Reality Zero. The next time we heard from the Seven was in Season 9, where the Caddis monster broke free from Polar Peak. The Imagined Order planned to reset all of reality to destroy the Caddis, but Paradigm, a member of the Seven, was not gonna let that slide, and she made a deal with the Imagined Order, which later on kicks her off the Seven. But more on that later. The Paradigm and the Imagined Order's deal was to build the mech to fight the Caddis, and Paradigm would pilot the mech. But if Paradigm failed to defeat the Caddis, then the Imagined Order will reset all of reality. So then, the final showdown event starts. The mech and the Caddis fight, and it seems like the Paradigm is going to lose, until she breaks the vault and pulls out the 0 point. She absorbs its energy and punches the Caddis. Paradigm then makes her way to Neo Tilted and pulls out a sword and stabs the Caddis monster, defeating him. Reality is saved, and the Paradigm flies away in the mech from the island, landing on the Ice Moon. Season X is here, and the world is destabilizing fast. Due to Paradigm's actions, the 0 point is exposed. The Imagined Order don't really count on saving it because they know reality will just start over and over again. But the Seven, they are here to help it. The 0 point is so disabled that it is frozen Reality Zero in time. UIs from the past are on the map, like Dusty Depot, and above it is the meteor, frozen in time. But inside this meteor is not the Visitor, but is the Scientist. Scientist sets up rift beacons around the island for their plan, which is to unpause time and stabilize the 0 point. Now, in Chapter 2, Season 6, we hear from the 7 again, but this time it's from their leader, the Foundation. The 0 point is destabilizing again, and the Imagined Order is just gonna let it happen. But Jones, who worked for the Imagined Order for thousands of years, decides to break his oath and bring in the 7. In the Zero Crisis event, Jones, the Looper, and the Foundation work together to restabilize the 0 point. The Foundation and Jones end up creating the Spire to restabilize the 0 point.
Jones, we won't get another chance. You need to seal off the 0 point and overload the device.
Overload the device? I'll be trapped in the loop!
We'll both have to find our way back. No matter what happens, do not give up. I will find you, and you will tell me everything.
You have my word! Here we go!
At the end of Chapter 2, Season 6, the last reality came to the island and destroyed the Spire, leaving the Foundation stranded in the ocean. The Foundation wakes up, and he enters Gotham City. As he's flying out the water, Batman sees him. Batman asks who he is and where he's from. The Foundation replies with he doesn't have time for him and his city. The Foundation and Batman begin to fight. Batman claims that the Foundation is part of the people who kidnapped him and brought him to the island. Batman explains that he needs to get those people off the island, and the Foundation says, you know about the 0 point? And they both realize that they are allies and need to work together. The Foundation explains who the Imagined Order are and how the Omniverse started. The Foundation then explains to get back to the island they need to use a sideways rift. After, the Foundation and Batman fight Chemo, and Foundation grabs him, which launches him up all the way into space. And when he returns, he fights Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor backs away from the fight after getting his helmet cracked by the Foundation. Both Batman and the Foundation make their way to the rift that's opened in Gotham. As they get closer, Batman shifts into the Batman Who Laughs, and it turns out that it wasn't even the real Batman, and the real Batman's comms were actually jammed. Both Batman Who Laughs and the Foundation end up back on the island. The two of them fight, and the Foundation's visor gets cracked by the Batman Who Laughs. Luckily, the loop resets and his self-repair features worked. Now the Foundation is back on the island, and he realized what has happened. The last reality have taken over the island, and the IO have failed to stop them. Now the Foundation needs to find Jones and save the island.
Would someone see what that is? Impossible. I watched you die.
I got over it.
You!
You came back for me.
You promised me Jeno.
Well, love you too, buddy.
How is this not helping?
Main console, gyro system, disable it.
On it! How do I do that?
Figure it out!
Figure it out, he said. Oh, got it.
Whoa, whoa!
It's done. Initiate phase 2.
Looper spotted. That is our way in. Hold them off. All right, everyone, fall back. Area is secured. See you on the other side.
Warning. Rotation at 45 degrees.
That's the last one! We did it!
Where's my gun?
Okay, I may have dropped it in the 0 point.
Why does she make me keep saving you? Good, you made it. And you brought the loopers.
The surface is lost, but we should be safe here.
Warning. Rotation at 60 degrees.
You call this safe?
It'll hold. It's rated for 1,000 times atmospheric pressure.
Well, what about that?
Get ready to swim!
Now in Chapter 3, the 7 are finally safe, and they have multiple bases around the island. The Foundation has a speech at the beginning of the chapter.
I suppose I owe you an explanation. We've all been through a lot the last few years, and there's much more you don't even remember. You've all fought a good fight, but until we set the 0 point free, we'll be facing threats like the last reality, and worse. There will be no escaping it. That's why I need your help to destroy the imagined order. As long as they're exploiting the 0 point, everything is in danger. With your help, we can free ourselves from this place and leave the loop for good. We can all go home.
The scientist is trying to reunite the 7 after many disagreements. After some time, we find out the IO are actually drilling through the island to get to the other side. All of a sudden, the IO attack and both the 7 and the IO are on full-out war. At the beginning of Chapter 3, Season 2, the IO claimed around 80% of the island, and they disabled building. The loopers with the 7 work together to re-enable it. After that, most of the 7 are on the island. Slowly, the 7 starts to claim back more and more of the island. This season, we are introduced to the sisters, the Imagined and the Order. Their father is Geno, the leader of the Imagined Order. Both the Imagined and the Order were made in a lab to be genetically perfect, and they don't even remember anything about their past, but they believe in what the 7's doing is right. We also learn that the 7 is split about if they should bring back Paradigm. Paradigm was kicked out of the 7 for using the 0 point and destabilizing reality during the Mech vs. Monster event. Jones, Spider-Man, the Order, and the Foundation infiltrate the bridge. While this is happening, the IO kidnaps the Origin to learn more about the cube, since originally he worked with the last reality. During the infiltration of the bridge, we encounter Salone and Gunner. After some fighting, Jones, Spider-Man, the Order, and the Foundation use the 0 point to travel to the Marvel Universe. Jones, the Order, and Foundation talk to the heroes of the Marvel Universe and get them to agree to help the 7 in the war. After some time, the 7 claim most of the island and go to the Ice Moon to rebuild the mech. They end up finding Paradigm alive. With the help of Paradigm, they rebuild the mech.
Attention crew. The 7 have intercepted communications from Geno intended for Dr. Sloan. We believe the Imagined Order's weapon system will reach critical mass sooner than expected. If we don't stop it now, all life on the island will be destroyed. Leading the mission will be the finest mech captain in all reality. She'll be behind the controls. You and your team will be on weapons. The bridge is yours, Paradigm.
Weapons team, listen up. Today, we're gonna put an end to the Imagined Order. For good. Our target is their weapon system, the Collider. Ground team, status.
Ground team, standing by. We'll have those shields down by the time you reach the island. After all, they do call me the legend.
Uh-huh. Copy that. Stand by to engage launch sequence.
Your feet, let's go. I don't think Sloane's too happy we're here.
I see you, Jones.
And she has a tank, so we gotta go. Stay down and follow me.
The 0 point touches the crystals at the top of the collider. Everything ends.
The 0 point shifting realities. Keep your distance. Unless you want to go wherever that is.
I finally get a chance to finish what I started.
Yes! Coming back online.
Copy that. Jones, buy us some time.
Wait. Hold your fire. Sloane, you don't have to do this.
Always so dramatic. Any last words, Jones?
Look out.
I thought you could use a hand.
Welcome back, Paradigm.
Who is that?
The 0 point is focused on Geno. This is our best chance to find him.
Let's go!
Now, during this event, we don't see it, but the sisters fight Geno, and both the Order and the Geno fall into the 0 point. When the Foundation and Jones go through the 0 point, they find Geno and the Order dying. After this, we enter Chapter 3, Season 3. The island is free from the IO and is in celebration. The scientists worked with the Looper to understand the reality tree that the 0 point created. During this time, the scientists created Amy, which is his artificial intelligence helper. The scientists noticed something around this time. Each time he found the relic from the 0 point, it would send out a shockwave. The scientist believes the shockwave is trying to warn us about something, but he doesn't know what it is yet. Later on, the Foundation goes missing, and we use Amy to try to find where he is, and his helmet is left behind. This moment right here is where we start to lose the 7. Then we try to find the Visitor, but he's also gone. Helmet left behind too. Then we lose the Order. Her wings are left behind. The Paradigm starts to get more worried, and she enables high security protocols. Now all the 7 members, besides the Paradigm, are missing. And we use Amy to use old comm relays to find them. And then we find out the scientists, the Origin, and the Visitor are researching Chrome on the island. Now only the Foundation and the Order are missing. The 0 point shockwaves are distress signals. Now what's left of the 7 researches the Chrome and gets taken over by it. When Paradigm left, we heard nothing from the 7 for weeks, until the Paradigm used reality tree branches to communicate with us. Jones and Amy worked together to save the island. After a few more weeks, Paradigm tells us everything is going to end. Our final message with Paradigm says that she couldn't have done this without us. And then the fracture event happens, where at the end of the event, the Paradigm brings a whole chunk of land from a different reality to Reality 0 to form the Chapter 4 map. And that's the last we heard from the 7. 3 years of nothing. Until Chapter 7. During the 0-hour event, we saw the 7 mech, which was most likely piloted by the Order, since she's back on the island this chapter. Chapter 7 lore begins with the Dark Voyager, and he has been rebuilding the 0 point in Chapter 7. The Order came to the island through a meteor, and she says something about this reality feels familiar, but something's off. And when she goes to investigate Inaloop Labs, she is captured by the Dark Voyager. The Looper helps save her, and now she's on the search for the rest of the 7 to stop the Dark Voyager. But anyways, guys, that's the entire lore of the 7. I'm excited to see what they'll do with the lore, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.